Jai Shri Ram and a very warm namaste to everyone. Today we are here with Dr. Sharma. Dr. Sharma is an expert Ayurvedic physician working for the past 15 years at Himveda, Ayurvedic facility in Dharamshala based in Himalayas. Today we are going to talk about wrong food combinations according to Ayurveda. Yes, there are some food combinations that you should not eat and you should be aware of it. But what are those? Dr. Sharma will tell us. It is also known as virudahar. So over to Dr. Sharma. Hi, Dr. Sharma, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so I would like to know a little more about Viruddhahar and the wrong food combinations. So please enlighten us.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very important topic, especially in modern day scenario. In the age of globalization, where the transportation is very fast and we move from one place, one country to another in no time. We reach different continents. So it becomes all the more important, these food combinations which we are exposed to. And there are some foods which are in the culture, and then there are foods which are a result of innovation, which were not in the culture, but we innovated, for culinary pleasure, you can say, for the pleasure of taste. We created different food combinations, so which might be virud, or you can say antagonistic, according to Ayurveda. So first of all, I must say there are 18 different viruddhahar, or 18 different wrong combinations mentioned in Ayurveda, and out of that we might touch just one today, which is sanyog virud. Sanyog means when two foods come together. That's a sanyog, and that combination, and now individually each of those foods might be great, but when they come together they form an antagonistic or a wrong food combination known as sanyog virud.
Okay.
But there are otherwise 18 different combinations.
So today we are going to touch on one.
Yes.
And it is known as Sanyog.
Sanyog.
Okay. Can you briefly tell me again what is Sanyog?
Yeah, Sanyog basically combination. Sanyog, yog,
Okay.
yog, yog
Yes.
is Sanyog. Combination, for example, milk and fish, a combination.
Okay.
Milk is great food individually, independently, fish is great, but when they combine, then it becomes an antagonistic or a wrong food combination.
Okay.
So this is a combination, and then there are, as I said, 18 different. What are those? Like combination of food and season, that becomes Kal Virud. Kal means time. Let's say you don't eat seasonal diet. Let's say you start drinking cold juices in peak of winters. That becomes a Kala Virud, or which is not compatible with the season. And then Desh Virud. Desh means country. You don't eat foods according to the country you are in, or according to the geographic or the particular geography of that country.
Yes.
So that becomes, and then order. You don't follow an order, which is known as Parihar Virud.
Okay.
You don't follow the order. For example, you ate food, the stomach was full, and then you took a shower. You started bathing. So that becomes antagonistic to order. So that is another virud.
Okay.
And then Prakriti Virud or Dosh Virud. Each person has his own body type, Prakriti. So that person does not follow his eating habits according to the Prakriti. For example, he's a Vata Prakriti, which is lean and thin, and he starts eating a lot of oats, millets, and a lot of salads, detoxing diet.
Yes.
So he's already Vata, he's already kind of in a underweight,
Yes.
or lean, and he's eating these detox diets which will make him even leaner. So
Okay.
this becomes Prakriti Virud or Dosh Virud.
Is that why I have indigestion every time I eat oats?
Yes, could be.
Okay.
Oats are gassy, they produce gas,
Yes.
and Vata Prakriti is already susceptible or prone to being gassy.
Okay.
So these are some of the types. So we are going to touch only Sanyog Virud,
Okay.
or wrong food, when two foods which don't go well with each other.
Okay. So who does it impact? Does it impact everyone? Sanyog?
Yes, then that's a good question again. So Charak Samhita, Charak, which is, as you can see, we have Charak here. So it is the authoritative text in Ayurveda.
Yes.
So it clearly mentions that this virud or incompatible foods will not affect persons who exercise, good strong exercise in routine.
Okay.
Now it does not mean that he just takes a good, a gentle morning walk in the morning.
Yes.
And we are talking of a good, moderate to strong exercise.
Proper weightlifting.
Proper exercise which brings about sweating.
Okay.
Not necessarily weightlifting, whatever brings about a sweat. I have a separate talk on this exercise. But so someone who exercises regularly, he will not be affected by this virud. So there's also a shloka which says, which goes like vyayamam kurvato nityam viruddham api bhojanam vidagdham avidagdham va nirdosham paripachyate. Nirdosham, which means that vyayamam kurvato nityam. Nityam means every day. So vyayam is exercise. Daily exercise will make a person strong, and virud or incompatible foods will not impact that person.
Okay.
So somebody,
so they gain resistance.
Yes.
Okay.
So somebody who's strong, young and exercises, he need not worry much about these food combinations. That is not to say that I'm not promoting that he should start eating. So the second thing is if this is done once in a while, if you happen to take a wrong food combination once in a while, then also you should not be bothered much. It's more if it's done in a routine.
Okay.
And then another concept is what we call satmay. Satmay means you are habituated to certain wrong food combinations by virtue of being born in a culture. If let's say you are born in a culture where chicken is cooked with milk and it's been going on for 100, 200 years, centuries, then this is not going to impact you in the same way as it's going to impact someone who comes from a different culture and starts eating that wrong food combination. So this is the concept of satmaya in Ayurveda. And if you take something in very small quantities, then also it will not impact much. And another concept is of snigdha sharir. Snigdha means when you have a good body with good amount of oleation or fats in the good healthy fats in the body. As you know, in our culture we always used to eat ghee and good fats, and then came this in the 60s and 70s this anti-ghee movement. But otherwise we have always eaten ghee. We've always done oil abhyangam. After exercise we apply oil on the body. That's in the culture. So people who use a good amount of fats, healthy, strong, they will also be impacted less by these combinations. Why? Because these wrong food combinations, bad molecules are always fat soluble. So people who have good healthy fats, they will nicely mix with these wrong food combinations. The good fat will mix and then it can be thrown out. So these are some of the situations, some of the people who will not be impacted by wrong food combinations.
So anyone who is middle-aged and let's say he's a professional, he may be impacted by it. So he needs to look out more than a person who is in college and going to exercise really.
Yes, youngsters will be impacted lesser. Children and aged more, and sedentary people who lead sedentary lives, they will be impacted more.
So I've also heard about shahi paneer, and it should not be eaten, which everyone loves eating shahi paneer. So what is your take on it?
So it's not about shahi paneer as such. It's about again sanyog. If you're cooking shahi paneer with the red one with the tomato gravy, then it's okay. We are talking of the white shahi paneer, which is cooked with milk or malai. We have to, or cream. You have to understand that the most sensitive food for a wrong combination is milk. Most of the examples are related to milk. So if you're drinking milk, which is good for health, you have always to make sure what you are eating before or after or along with it, because milk is the most sensitive.
Okay.
So in the case of shahi paneer also, it's not shahi paneer, but it's the milk cream which we use to cook, and then we add salt. Salt and milk don't go together.
Okay.
So it's actually the sanyog of salt and milk cream, and then vegetables. Milk should also not be eaten with vegetables, like tomatoes and all. So
Yes.
this combination of milk cream and salt and tomatoes and all this, which makes shahi paneer a wrong food combination.
So white sauce pasta is also wrong.
Oh yes, that's very good. So white sauce is also a very wrong food combination. Again, comes from milk, and then we add salt to it, and then we use this white sauce also sometimes with chicken balls. So this is a double wrong combination. Double. One is salt and milk, and second is chicken and milk, because
Okay.
you're using this sauce with chicken. So this is also a very wrong food combination.
Okay. So vegetables and milk should be avoided. What
Yes.
about fruits and milk, like banana shake?
Yes, that is also a wrong food combination.
Okay.
I might sound controversial here, but if you go back to texts, banana shake is not has not come from the Indian eating habits or Indian culinary tradition. Does not involve banana shakes or mango shakes or fruits should be avoided, especially sour fruits should be avoided with milk. Milk and mangoes, milk and bananas, milk and apples should be avoided. Now again, if you happen to drink a shake once in a month, that's okay, but I'm talking of a daily consumption or weekly twice consumption. That will make it a super bad food, because milk doesn't go with fruits, milk doesn't go with vegetables, milk doesn't go with fish. Milk and fish combination is like on the top of the list of bad
Something
foods.
you should definitely avoid.
Yeah, definitely avoid. And then milk and all other non-vegetarian foods should be avoided. So milk is most sensitive. Now there is a confusion here. Many people relate it to yogurt as well, dahi. Yogurt and fruit. Many people say that, I don't know where it came from, it not mentioned in Ayurveda, because yogurt is totally a different food than milk.
Yes.
Even though it's derived from milk, it doesn't have the qualities of milk. It's entirely opposite. So yogurt does go along with the fruits. Yogurt does go along with the vegetables, what we call a raita. And that's okay.
Okay.
So in fact, there was a study also. The modern science is just in a very nascent stage. It is also beginning to touch and study about this wrong food combinations.
Okay.
This science is known as trophology.
Trophology.
It's still in its nascent stage. It's a very
Research.
developing science, very recent. So they combine these foods and they research, and they look for what's known as TAC, total antioxidant capacity.
Okay.
We have free radicals, which you might know. Free radicals are bad molecules,
Okay.
bad things. Free radicals, and something which removes the free radicals from the system is antioxidant.
Oh yes.
Antioxidant in simple terms is a good thing. So total antioxidant capacity was measured for different foods. So what they did was milk and fruit, total antioxidant capacity they measured. So they were expecting, so they had a value of expected results and the real outcomes.
Okay.
So they were expecting that this fruit is great, fruit is an antioxidant, milk is an antioxidant in itself, milk and fruits. So they were expecting that when they come together, there should be an additive effect, synergistic effect, that both are good. So good and good should make great.
Yeah.
So they were expecting, so the expected results were great, but the real outcome was antagonistic, interestingly. real outcome was that the total antioxidant capacity came much down when milk and fruits were eaten together. And when fruits and yogurt or dahi was eaten together, the TAC went up, which means that it combined well, but milk didn't combine well with the fruits. So modern science is also touching on these, and hopefully they will
slowly reach where we are standing.
Validate all the Ayurvedic principles. But in Ayurveda, this research is well developed. They've talked of these different food combinations
hundreds of years ago.
Yes.
Let's hope that they can come to this sooner, so that people start believing it sooner. Because we talked about fruits and vegetables and how we should not eat them together. But what will happen if I start eating them together? What about the diseases and the effects? Will they be
You mean with milk
instant or yes?
Together with milk?
Yes.
Yes. So what happens is virud dahar is not something which will like you eat milk and fish, or you eat milk and meat, or milk and fruits. It's not that you eat and within half an hour you'll start getting upset stomach, or you will throw up, vomit, or you'll get a diarrhea. No such thing will happen. It doesn't affect at the level of digestion. It digests, and whatever is that a molecule is produced, it goes deeper and sits in the tissues. And at a later stage, it produces, you can call it garvish in Ayurveda, or autoimmunity. Autoimmune diseases, diseases which are produced when the body attacks its own self. These have the modern science has not been able to come to a conclusion as to what causes these diseases. So according to Ayurveda, these diseases are caused by wrong food combinations. So because you never realize when you ate wrong food and how much you ate, and then nothing happened all of a sudden. It happened maybe after months and years. So you cannot relate that to the wrong food. So modern science cannot relate it but Ayurveda already talks of these autoimmunities. So diseases like psoriasis in the skin is an autoimmune disease. Many of the skin diseases have been related to these wrong food combinations, and many of the metabolic diseases, arthritis. So again, more research needs to be done, but the science of trophology, modern science, they are beginning to relate it, this autoimmunity, to wrong food combinations.
So in the long run, it's beneficial to avoid these things.
Yes.
After hearing this, I don't have a reason why I would go with wrong food combinations in the first place.
Yes.
Can you give me some more examples about wrong food combinations?
Yes. So another, talking of yogurt or dahi, as I said, dahi is different, but still one thing which has been mentioned with dahi is chicken. Chicken and yogurt is a wrong food combination. So if you go into the local culture, cuisine of Himachal, this area also, there is no recipe involving milk and yogurt and chicken. There's no dahi chicken or such. But we have a recipe like yogurt and meat, mutton. What we call it, a khatta mutton. Khatta mutton, which is cooked here. So again, mutton will go along with yogurt, but chicken will not go along. After this, another food which is sensitive is honey. Honey is quite sensitive to incompatibility. It should not be heated. Hence, honey, this ginger honey lemon tea is an incompatible food, virud dahar. Again, I must say it doesn't belong to traditional.
Came from outside.
Came from somewhere else, because in this ginger honey lemon, honey will be heated in a way. It's not being heated directly, but it's being added to a hot drink. So this becomes a wrong food combination. In cultures where it has been drunk for ages and ages, it will not matter. But somebody starts drinking this, out of fashion, it might impact. Sesame and chicken, or till and chicken don't go along with this. So and then honey and chicken don't go. What we call it, honey glazed chicken, that will be a wrong food combination.
Doesn't also go together.
And that will also be a double wrong food combination. First of all, honey is being heated. Second, honey and chicken. So honey chicken, and that will be a wrong food combination as well. Another question which comes up is that sometimes we use spices with milk as a medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we drink turmeric milk, ginger milk.
Yes.
So is it also a wrong food combination? So it will not be a wrong food combination if we are drinking it as a medicine for a short term, let's say for a few days, or just to tide over that sickness. When we use this, then it's not a wrong food combination. If it's drunk as a daily diet, let's say I start drinking turmeric milk or ginger milk, every day for months, just as food, then it will seriously impact.
Okay.
So as I said earlier, that using something for a very short term will not be viruddhar, especially if it's being used as a medicine sometimes.
But not regular.
Yes. One has to be very careful when one moves from one place to another which has a different climate, different culture. One should not stop eating one's traditional foods all of a sudden and imbibe the diet of the new place all of a sudden. That will become desha viruddha.
Okay.
And you might start eating wrong food combinations and will impact you very badly.
Okay.
So always this should be kept in mind. And so these were some of the wrong food combinations.
Okay. So like my body type is Vata. I think I have come across it, and I think that my body type is Vata.
Yes.
What should a Vata person avoid in food combinations? Is there a rule of thumb that whatever we just talked about applies to Vata person, or is there some different things that apply also?
Yes, so these food combinations apply to everyone, Sanyog, Virud. Each body type should avoid these combinations. And only if it is in culture, as I said, irrespective of the body type, if it has been practiced for hundreds of years, then it will not impact. Okay. Otherwise it will impact. So it's not that certain food combinations will impact Vata more. It's what food you eat, irrespective of the combinations. As I said earlier, foods like detox foods, a Vata person should avoid. A Vata person does not need detoxing because wind, air is already light and it's not carrying much toxins. Water body types carry more toxins. So air needs more nourishment. So Vata body type needs nourishment. So detox foods, like what are detox foods? Like salad, eating raw salads is the latest fashion. It will be very bad for Vata body type.
Okay.
To eat predominantly salads. And then millets is now in fashion. Millets are again detox, good for diabetes and all these things, but for Vata person, not good. This we will talk separately on millets, another very interesting topic. Maybe we can take it up next time. So rule of the thumb is that no detox foods, more nourishing, milk, oils, fats, healthy foods.
Okay.
Again, be careful to drink milk alone with raw sugar probably, or alone with nothing else, or at the most maybe with nuts, because nuts carry the same qualities.
Yes, I was about to ask this.
Yes, so that's not a bad food combination, milk and nuts. So as much as possible we should try to follow our local cuisine, because something which has been followed for centuries is usually good for that area, for those body types. And whenever we move to a new place, we should be very careful about these combinations, especially milk, meat, honey, fruits, yogurt.
So let's do a quick brief of what we have done so far. So we talked about what is Sangyog and how wrong food combinations should be avoided at all costs. It impacts everyone who is not regularly exercising, and is a child or is a middle-aged or an older person.
Yes.
We also talked about shahi paneer, cooked in milk specifically, and how it should be avoided.
And
We-
some other recipes like shakes, usually fruit shakes, should be avoided in routine. Once in a while is okay. Then you know, fish, in some cultures there is fish cooked in milk, and then milk chicken, and then chicken and yogurt. Yogurt with mutton and other meats is okay. This we discussed. And then ginger, honey, lemon tea, heating honey, honey with chicken, you know, glazed chicken, honey chicken, all this, and then sesame chicken.
Okay.
Sesame doesn't go with the meats.
Yes.
And then we extended milk also into milk cream. White sauces, anything cooked with white sauce will be a wrong food combination. Anything, because milk cream is same. Milk and yogurt are different.
Okay.
So another confusion was because some experts, they say that even yogurt and milk is yogurt and fruits are bad, but that's not mentioned in Ayurveda. Yogurt goes with fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have to be specific about our diet, and we also have to use our senses and what we know around us, our culture, and we should then think about diet as a whole.
Yes.
So taking it as a rule of thumb, we should avoid milk with salt.
Yes.
We should avoid fish with milk at all costs.
I would say milk with any kind of non-vegetarian food
Okay.
must be avoided.
Okay. But it may be different if your culture has been eating chicken and milk for centuries.
Yes, then we have to think that's a matter of discussion. If you practically, it will not be possible for that. You ask that person, you stop eating. Practically, he might not stop it.
Yes.
But a person from a different culture shouldn't jump onto that food. And then we also discussed autoimmunity. It needs research. Autoimmune diseases have been related to wrong food combinations according to Ayurveda. According to modern science, most of them are idiopathic, which means no cause can be justified or proven for those diseases. So yes, it can be a matter of research, wrong food combinations and autoimmunity.
Okay. So it was a great podcast overall, Dr. Sharma.
Thank you.
And we will catch everyone again soon with another topic, with another interesting topic, and we will convert it into a fun podcast. Thank you for watching. If you like the podcast, please hit the subscribe button and like the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.